You have been hearing this word from several of our videos, but have you ever wondered what does this really mean? Is this a part of speech? Well, you are right. That word is a part of speech, and we are going to discuss that for this video. We are now down to our last part of speech, which is the interjection. Hi or hola, those are interjections. So interjection is a big name for a little word. Interjections are short exclamations like oh, or ah. They have no real grammatical value, but we use them quite often, usually more in speaking than in writing. But there are some articles, some texts that uses these particular interjections, but they are only used seldomly. So when interjections are inserted into a sentence, they have no grammatical connection to the sentence. It could just be a pangpahaba lamang or just to make the conversation much more convincing or much more conversational. An interjection is sometimes followed by an exclamation mark. So, di ba? When we use an exclamation mark after a sentence or after a word, we are depicting a strong emotions. So, interjections like and are also known as hesitation devices, or when we speak, they are called fillers. So they are extremely common in English. People use them when they don't know what to say or to indicate that they are thinking about what to say, di ba? Like, it's parang pampatay oras lamang. So you should learn to recognize them when you hear them and realize that they have no real meaning. So, what is an interjection? So, an interjection is a part of speech that expresses emotion. It is a short word or phrase that shows emotion. It often stands alone, unconnected to a sentence. Okay? So, parang yung hi or hola, hello, they can be a one word only, but they can also be considered as a one sentence. So, we have the typical interjections. Meaning, typical interjections, ito yung mga interjections na madalas nating ginagamit o naririnig. We have, hey, ouch. Di ba? One word lamang sila. Then we also have two words or phrases. We have, my gosh, or bloody hell. Di ba? Where do we usually hear this interjection, bloody hell? Okay. Sa mga Harry Potter fans dyan, alam nila yan na palaging sinasabi ni Wesley ang bloody hell. Then we also have interjections in context. What do we mean by interjections in context? Ito yung examples ng interjections na inilalagay sa isang sentence na may context na siya, parang may meaning na. We have, hey, don't be so lazy. Well, let's think about it. Ouch, that hurts. Or parang itong ouch, that hurts, parang redundant siya. Kasi when you mean ouch, or when you say ouch, it already depicts that you are hurt. Then we have, Lima is the capital of Peru. Diba? Inilagay ang between sa of and Peru kasi siguro yung nagsabi nito ay sasagot and then hindi pa niya alam. So, para walang dead air, naglalagay siya ng filler, which is Lima is the capital of Peru. Yeah? Then we have interjections are not normally used in formal writing. Yes, it's not used in formal writing, di ba? Kasi sabi ko kanina na interjections can also be called as fillers. And when you are doing formal writing or formal speech, dapat walang fillers kasi ang fillers ay nagsasabi na hindi ka sure o hindi ka sigurado sa mga sinasabi mo. So interjections are not normally used in formal writing, but they are common in speech and therefore in formal and fiction writing, where they show emotions such as anger, surprise, and interest, as well as convey hesitation. Alright, so ganun lang kadali at tapos na tayo sa interjections. So before we end this video, let's do a recap first for the 9 parts of speech. For the first one, we have the nouns. Nouns are names of a person, place, thing, or idea. And then we have pronouns, which takes the place of a noun, or it may replace a person's name. For example, we may say he or she, they or we. And then we also have the verbs. Verbs describe an action or a state of being. Then we have the adjectives, or that describes a noun or a pronoun. For example, we have a beautiful lady. Beautiful is the adjective. Next is we have the adverbs. Tells how, when, where, or to what extent. For example, is we have frequently, seldomly, always, and then yesterday, tomorrow, today. Those are examples of adverbs. And then we have articles. Articles come before a noun in a sentence and is a special kind of adjective. Because articles, for example, is what we use a, for example, a or an, a bag, an apple. Then we have the preposition. Preposition is used with a noun or pronoun to form a phrase. Next is we have the conjunctions, which joins words and groups within a sentence. Diba? We have the acronym fanboys. F is for, A is and, N is nor, B is but, O is or, Y is yet, and S is so. Then now, we have the interjections, or it is a strong feeling or reaction, or we call it fillers. Okay? So that is the topics that we have for our topic or discussion about the part of speech. I hope you have learned a lot from our videos, and good luck to your examination and whatever you are going to use that for. Okay? Good luck, reviewers, and thank you for watching.